Hello everyone, welcome to the Tech Eddy Show. I'm your host, Eddie Ray, where we do tips, tricks, and tutorial videos for live streamers, gamers, and content creators. In today's episode, I'm going to show you an app that I consider to be the Swiss Army knife of all apps. It does just about every basic thing: internet speed test, currency conversion, mirror, flashlight, and much more. Stay tuned. So if you're like me, you have a lot of apps on your phone, and sometimes I actually have to search for apps by name or put them in specific folders so I can find them easier. But this app here kind of takes over for a lot of the basic apps I use on a regular basis, such as a calculator, flashlight, currency converter, internet speed test, and more. This is called SmartKit 360, available in the Google Play Store. This is by Cafu Utils. I'm guessing that's utilities, maybe abbreviated, I'm not quite sure. There is ads, of course, in this app, but they don't really get in the way at all. But think of this app as being the Swiss Army knife of all apps. There's a knife, magnifying glass, a toothpick, and more. Kind of like here. We're going to install, of course, then open. Now, the UI isn't all that great looking, but it doesn't look too bad. I'll click Allow here. And right away, we have the main menu here. This is kind of your desktop, so to speak, of apps, all in one app. So you open SmartKit up and you have access here to all of these different apps. And surprisingly enough, they're actually pretty well done. The first section is broken up into productivity and utility tools. In the middle here, we have calculation and conversion tools. And down below, we have navigation and measuring tools. So I'm going to show you a few of the tools today, and show you kind of what they look like and how they work. Again, I'm surprised by this actually. A lot of these tools and apps within the app are really well done. So Notepad, of course, we have some basic Notepad functioning here, and I use Notepad a lot for just writing notes down, ideas down that I have so I don't forget things. Of course, click on the pencil, and you can type in all of your notes here, obviously. You can also do speech to text for recording notes if you want to. Obviously, you see some ads here down below, but they're not really in the way of the apps. And I've found that to be quite the case with all of the apps within SmartKit. Is the ads are there, but they're so inconspicuous, they don't really get in your way whatsoever. The three dots here, of course, is your menu. You can share or delete the notes you take. You can also change the color of the notepad if you want to, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there you go. So that's a notepad in the app. Pretty useful. I use Notepad quite a bit, almost on a regular basis. There's also a dictionary here. So let's type in computer. And there we go. So it comes right up. So this is a pretty handy thing. This is actually a multilingual dictionary as well. The settings button here. You can choose languages, swap keyboards to your history and such. Pretty useful app in the SmartKit. Some of the ones I use a lot are Recorder. Allow it to record audio. So I used to use a separate app to record audio, and sometimes I use this for voiceovers if I'm in a pinch. Other times I'll use an audio recorder to send messages to friends, or just use it to take notes for myself as well. Of course, as you just saw there, you can also do that in the Notepad app too by recording our voice. But you can record, hello, testing the SmartKit app, and stop. And there we have that recording. You can push player, and right there's our first recording. Hello, testing the SmartKit app. So yeah, again, these are actually well developed. They work really well. And obviously here's some settings. Again, you can manage recordings and also change the names. So again, a very useful app if you need to do some basic recording for yourself. There's also a barcode scanner here. Now, a lot of these apps are already included as basic apps on smartphones, but having them all in one location here is kind of a cool little feature. It's also a cleaner for cleaning out your phone, just speed it up, clear out some memory and the cache. So it shows you the storage right now. It also shows you the RAM used on your phone and the gigabytes as far as what's available. We have 51.95 total gigs. We have about almost 20 gigs used, so about 37% of the storage. You can do a RAM cleaner here or an apps cache as well. And a one-touch clean, so that's kind of a cool feature. kind of like the mirror here. Click on mirror. If you ever have to, see if you have a pimple on your face, you can do that. You can use the slider to zoom in. Oh, that's scary. Or zoom out. Also a little bulb. Getting a little bit closer. What it does is it kind of gives you a bit more brighter of a screen as you're zooming in on the camera. So that's kind of cool. So that's actually my green screen behind me. It's kind of a weird look here on the green screen and actually seeing the green screen now. Anyway, so yeah, day and night here. Obviously, the app here puts a little bit more of a white border around here to get a little bit more light on your face. It's kind of cool. It's also a stopwatch here, battery saver, magnifier, and that's all just in the productivity and utility tools. We have an abacus, we have a calculator, a currency converter as well, and this is all into the calculation and conversion tool setting. Calculator here, of course, basic calculations. You can add graphs in here in the settings as well, so that's kind of cool. Some of the other apps that I actually use the compass quite a bit here. So this is very useful. I was actually setting up a personal weather station with my dad outside the other day. We had to make sure everything was pointing north when we set it up, so I actually used the compass app to help me find north, which is right. It's about right there, actually. Pretty cool. Awesome. So it's a very useful app too. If you're doing hiking or whatever, good little app to have. Okay, and SmartKit, interestingly enough, includes a speed test for internet. We've covered a few of these before in separate apps, such as Meteor and OpenSignal, with a speed test, but this one here actually is really good, surprisingly enough. It tests your ping, obviously, download and upload speeds like a regular internet speed test would do. It's a pretty good job of it. Now, I'm actually on my old DSL line here on Wi-Fi, so the connection speeds are pretty poor, but that's okay. Download speed is less than 3 megabits. Yay! All right. Upload speed probably won't even be 1. Maybe, yeah. Whoa, okay. Whoa. Fluctuating there a bit, but yeah, it's not quite that high either, so. But the test works really well. So again, this would be a separate app in most scenarios, but here you have it built into SmartKit. Again, kind of handy. You can have less apps on your phone and have access to more apps, in a sense, with SmartKit. All right, so you can see Wi-Fi status as well. This is a pretty cool little feature. So I am on Wi-Fi right now, so it shows your signal strength from minimum, good, or maximum. We're pretty good right now. It shows your speed test history as well, and units of measure here from kilobits or megabits per second. So a really cool feature again. And as I said before, I do like the ads here. They are just down below or on top. They're never really in the way. If you want to, you can actually remove the ads, I think, for the app too. I think it costs 99 cents. Don't quote me on that. I'm not quite 100% sure about that. All right. There's also maps in here. Not really sure where it pulls information from, if it's Google Maps or something like that, but there's a map feature here. Obviously, you can search for locations. You can zoom in as well. It's your current location right now. That link goes right to Google Maps, of course. You can also share. You can do street map, terrain, satellite view too. Yeah, so GPS coordinates here, street addresses, maps, link. Yeah, pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that uses Google Maps there. It's probably just in a sense using like an overlay, kind of maybe like I guess maybe a forwarding URL for that little button there for the map. That's kind of cool. Also a pedometer in here, a leveler. If you're building something, you need it leveled. You can make sure that you are level, of course. So there's pitch and roll here. It's kind of a nice feature. We could actually use it yesterday when we were actually setting up the weather station because we needed to make sure it was level. So cool. Also a speedometer here, tuner, a sound meter for obviously recording how loud something is. I'm talking here. It's about 7 to 8. Sorry about that. Had to test it out. Yeah, so that kind of covers most of the apps. There's a literal. So yeah, I mean that covers a lot of the apps here. I'm only going to show you a handful of them because there's literally probably 30 or so here. In fact, let's actually count. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 16, 20, 16 and 16. 36 apps here, looks like, guys. It's pretty impressive, and they're all really well done. By the way, the Cutter app here also is able to trim audio or video if you want to. So a quick little video editor, so to speak, built into this. And that wraps up SmartKit. So let me know in the comments below if you have this app, if you've ever used it before, or if you have any interest in it whatsoever. Hit that like button for us and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm Eddie Ray for the Tech Eddie Show. We'll see you back here next time. Thanks for watching.